Before Pablo Escobar. Before El Chapo. There was Frank Lucas. A man who built a heroin empire so clean, so lethal, that even the mafia had to fall in line. This isn't fiction, it's fact. And in 2007, director Ridley Scott brought his story to the screen in a crime saga that blurred the line between businessman and cold-blooded kingpin. Welcome to Cortex Crime. And this is the rise and fall of the real American gangster. Frank Lucas starts the film as the silent right-hand man of Harlem crime boss Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy's the last of the old-school gentleman gangsters, respected, calculated, powerful. But when Bumpy dies suddenly, the crime world shifts. Frank doesn't mourn for long. Instead, he watches as Harlem is flooded with overpriced, diluted heroin, and he decides to do it better. Smarter. Cleaner. Deadlier. While most dealers get their product through middlemen, Frank flies to Thailand during the Vietnam War. There, he connects directly with drug producers and uses U.S. military planes to smuggle pure heroin inside the coffins of fallen American soldiers. He brands his product as Blue Magic, unmatched in quality, and half the price of the competition. With the money flowing, he buys a mansion, fancy cars, and brings his family from North Carolina to help run the business. He builds a drug empire, but keeps a low profile. For now. Meet Richie Roberts, a rare honest cop in a corrupt New York police force. When he finds $1 million in unmarked cash and turns it in, his fellow officers hate him. But he gets noticed by the feds and is recruited to form a special drug task force. As overdoses rise and bodies pile up, Richie starts following the money, and all signs point to this quiet, clean-dressed businessman from Harlem, Frank Lucas. Frank runs Harlem with an iron fist. Anyone who crosses him, dead. When rival dealer Nicky Barnes starts using the Blue Magic name, Frank walks into a crowded nightclub, pulls a gun, and shoots him in broad daylight. No fear. No consequences. But Frank's success draws attention. The press, the mob, and corrupt NYPD officers start sniffing around. His choice to wear a lavish fur coat to a Muhammad Ali fight tips off Richie. This man is no average businessman. Richie connects the dots. Wiretaps, surveillance, and inside tips lead him to Frank's operation. They bust a massive shipment of heroin hidden in military caskets. On Thanksgiving morning, while Frank is carving turkey with his family, the feds storm his home and arrest him. Facing life in prison, Frank makes a surprising move. He cooperates. He exposes dozens of corrupt cops, dirty agents, and even former allies in the mob. In return, his sentence is reduced. Frank Lucas spends 15 years in prison. When he gets out, Harlem has changed. His empire is gone. His family scattered. The streets that once feared his name now barely remember it. Richie Roberts? He left the force and became Frank's defense attorney. Their strange bond, cop and criminal, became part of crime legend. Frank Lucas proved you don't need a badge or a mob family to control a city. You just need brains, ruthlessness, and a plan. But no empire built on blood ever lasts forever. If this story stunned you, hit that like button and subscribe to Cortex Crime. We bring you the real stories behind the world's most dangerous criminals, told in chapters, just like the streets they ruled. Drop a comment. What should we break down next? A drug lord? A killer? Or a cop who crossed the line? This was American Gangster. And this is Cortex Crime.